All my successful lions out there, I'm back. I just figured I'd come and bless y'all with a few gems. Not gonna do a book today, um, but health is wealth, man. And today I want to share with y'all that I reached 205 pounds. I weighed myself today, 205 pounds, and I come from weighing 360 pounds 6 years ago. This has been a gradual road for 6 years. Figuring out what works for me, what works for my body, weights, um, calisthenics, or cardio, or mixed with weights. Um, the diet. Mixing different diet. Um, dairy, no dairy, this and that. You know, meat, no meat. And it's been a great journey. Just figuring it out, finding myself, through it all. Um, and that's what I wanted to share with you guys. That they say the famous quote is, 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And as long as you're on the journey, you're winning. No matter how little, each day, each week, each month, each year, as long as you keep going, God is going to bless you to achieve the goals you have set at hand. All right? And it's been great, a miracle. I'll tell you guys, my range that I want to get to is like 188 to 196. So I'm right there, 10 more pounds, 15 more pounds, or whatever. And I'll be there, probably over the next month or two. So I'm just going to keep going. Get back to my high school, you know what I mean? Get back to my high school, slim, tall, slim, you know what I'm saying? With a 4-pack, but I'm definitely going to get a 6-pack, aim for that, and work hard, because I deserve it, man. I want to look the best for myself. And this is where, I would never, blame music, but I blame the lifestyle, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't eating oh, I'm going to McDonald's today, I'm going to Wendy's. It wasn't fast food like that. I was into 5-star restaurants, 5-star cuisines, man, and steaks and lobsters and shrimp with the butter sauce and cocktail sauce and fried shrimp and fried fish and um, the best chicken you can eat. You know what I mean? That is so small, so you order in 3 with the topping sauce on top. You know what I mean? And the mashed potatoes and the not just one salmon but 3 salmons and eating 3 meals a day. You know what I mean? And not realizing that you're killing yourself slowly, on top of smoking, drinking, stuff like that, during this 6-year journey. You know what I mean? I've been completely sober the last 2 years, and I'm continuing on. Thanks to the Most High. But I've been on this weight loss journey and trying to eat healthy the last 6 years. And I finally tweaked what works for me. So that's what you have to figure out. You're not going to figure out in 1 year. Some people, they lose a lot of weight in 1 year, but then they gain it all back. So I'm glad I was able to gradually, every year losing 20 pounds, 25 pounds, you know what I mean? And to get to this point um, where I know myself and I know what works for me and I know what type of work I have to put in and what I can be lax on and what I can't be lax on. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been able to figure that out in just 1 year if I were to lose everything. And the same thing I said to you guys last week or 2 weeks ago about just waking up being rich. You're not gonna you're not gonna appreciate the journey that you had to endure. Um, it won't be the same if you just wake up, you're on top. You have to gradually put in the work and sacrifice and blood, sweat, and tears to understand what it takes to get there. So if, God forbid, I'm not trying to go back, but if I, gain 20 pounds again, I know what it takes to take it off. But I'm continuing this journey until I'm up out of here. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can influence some of you guys to get healthy as well. And I know people are tired of hearing it, but yes, sobriety is key. Sobriety is key, man. You know what I mean? And I'm not just picking on the weed smokers. I don't want, that's just the easiest thing for me to relate to because I didn't pop pills and do coke and smoke heroin. You know what I mean? You know, I hope God bless y'all who do and y'all get up out of it. But I use that just as a reference. You know what I mean? And I use alcohol as a reference that a lot of people can relate to. Is to just stop, no matter how minuscule you think smoking weed is, or drinking alcohol, or smoking cigarettes is. You need to quit those habits. You know what I mean? And I use this reference. Say you're doing like you're smoking, drinking, whatever, popping pills for 10-year time. All right. Wake up, look yourself in the mirror, and say, "Hey, you know what? I've accomplished this by having this addiction and this baggage on top of me for 10 years, okay? I accomplished X, Y, Z. All right, I'm in a decent space, you know what I mean? Financially or whatever, achieving my goals. But let me try 10 years without this addiction, without this baggage, and see where I can push myself to. You know what I mean? You deserve to do that, without this baggage or this addiction weighing heavy on you. And if you go 10 years, what's 10 years? 10 years fly by like that. So do it for 10 years and see, write down or take mental pictures of every achievement that you accomplish in those 10 years. That brings you up levels and levels and levels and levels and levels for those 10 years and be like, you know what? I'm not even about to go back to doing that. Like the last 2 years or 4 years or whatever that I've, did without those things, I've went up so many levels that it's not even worth looking back to go back to that. You know what I mean? So I can help you on how I did it. If you want a free consultation, 30 minutes, just email me, SuccessfulLionBookClub@gmail.com. And if you want, health tips, relationship tips, sober tips, financial tips, we can speak on that, and arrange, um, you know, some PayPal or, Cash App, whatever, I'm not trying to hurt your pockets. I'm just trying to help. And I'm going to give you more game than what you're paying me for. So that's just all facts. big facts. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, man, it's been a great journey. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And nobody's gonna push you to do what you need to do. You know, nobody in my corner say, hey, man, you getting kind of big, man. I don't know you to be this big. You know what I mean? But they saw, I was enjoying life, traveling the world, just eating, oh yeah, and the desserts and you know what I mean, you know the desserts and alcohol as well adds a lot of weight. You know, you're trying different alcohol and stuff like that. It's nothing but sugar. You know, the best wine you can think. $200 a bottle. The best champagne. It's nothing but putting weight on you. You know what I mean? And if you're not doing anything to combat that and try to settle down from doing that, just gonna gain weight over time. And me, I was just so creative and focused on music and doing what I have to do to make sure my business and my finances in order. I wasn't focused on my health, which was totally wrong on my part. That's where it starts, and then everything else will fall in order. Because if I'm not here, who cares what creative ideas I have, what finances I have, if I'm not here to accumulate it and be in the best shape that I can. If I'm stuck somewhere in a hospital bed, I can't do any of those things. So it has to start with health first. And I just wanted to bless you guys with that knowledge, man. I hope, you guys are doing well as we continue to move on. I just felt I wanted to bless you guys with that, something quick instead of doing a book today. But, because it was a great achievement to me, man. When I hopped on that scale, I was like, wow, yes, this is what all the work is about. You know what I mean? And this February, I was 245. And I maintained that for a long time. I was looking good. You know what I mean? Looking good. Solid, lean. But I want to be cut, man. You know what I mean? Why not? So since February, I lost, over, what's that, 40 pounds. 40 pounds since February, bro. On top of, making sure my grind is up. Making sure, I'm doing everything else I'm supposed to do. But health is number one. You're number one. No matter if you have wife, girlfriend, kids, you got to put God first. Then yourself, man. You got to, put God first and love yourself because you're not going to love anybody else. It has to go in that order. You know what I mean? Because if you're depressed, you're out of shape, you're not right mentally, spiritually, righteously, emotionally, all that's going to trickle down to the closest people in your life. And those relationships are going to dwindle, you know. So, yeah, man, focus on yourself. Put God first, man. Be thankful, man. When I wake up, I just lay there, man, and just stretch and give praise and thanks that I'm able to open my eyes, even though, things are not the best right now in this world. But hey, man, I'm able to appreciate the beauty that is of life that was granted to us for this time being. Thankful. I can take whatever type of shower I want, hot, cold. I'm able to put food on the table every day. You know what I mean? I'm able to get out and get this funny money, monopoly money, and fill up my pocket. You know what I mean? Fill up my accounts. You know what I mean? I'm able to, go out and be in shape where I can move my body and run. A lot of people, we have, handicapped people that are not able to stretch. They're not able to run. They're not able to see. They're not able to hear. Some are deaf. Some are blind. So, you have to appreciate these things. If you see them exceeding in life, what is your excuse? You see a person in a wheelchair that's doing great and achieving way more goals than you. What is your excuse? Hmm? What is your excuse? You see a deaf man or a deaf woman, um, you know, achieving massive success. What is your excuse? See a person with two no arms, just two limbs, and they're just straight excellency in life. What is your excuse? You know, stop taking these things for granted, man. Stop taking these things for granted. Keep fighting. And stay as humble as possible and as righteous as possible. You know, a friend of mine said, "Yo, Dre, man, you really have changed, man. You're very level-headed now. I don't let a lot of words get to me now. That was 6 7 years ago, man. You know what I mean? Somebody like say something about me, I'm ready to go to war for that. You know what I mean? For that level of disrespect. But now it's like, why mess up my legal uh, licensing for things and legal lifestyle to get caught back up in the system that I did so much to escape, that I was caught up in, a lot of my juvenile life to adulthood. Why continue that? It doesn't make any type of sense. For someone that's just talking, if they put their hands on you, that's something different. But you know what? The revenge is of the Lord. Somebody might talk trash to you. They leave, man. They might fall down those steps, man. Be in a cast for a year. They might go home, or on their way home, they pick up some food, man, and they have the runs all night. They might have the runs all night because they battled a soldier of the Lord. You know what I mean? They might drink some, get drunk and be throwing up, all night. Throw up worms, shit worms. You know what I mean? Because they came and tried to disrupt you, a soldier of the Lord. And you just laugh. I just laugh, man, at people, man. Because there's a lot of devils out here, especially, they know when they look in your eyes, they see the light, man. You know what I mean? So just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. Don't never give up. Be in the best shape that you can possibly be in, man. Like I said, be radiant, be shining, man. Wide-eyed, ready to ride, man. You feel me? Teeth shining. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about, man. Yes, we going through a lot right now, but you still gotta smile, man. Still gotta smile and live the best day. Could be your last day. Live the best day that you can possibly live, man. And I'm not saying, oh, YOLO. Oh yeah, you mean, yeah, I can get high. I can, mess with this girl, mess with 3 girls in one day. That's not what I'm saying. Be happy within. None of that's gonna make you happy internally, man. None of it's gonna make you happy internally, man. That's just the flesh talking. So once you beat the flesh, there's no stopping you. Alright? Like I say around this time, stay up. Stay shining. Stay smiling. And shine on them, man. Shine on them. Health is wealth. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Put in the work. Until next time. Successful Lion, man. I'm out.